Alright, quick disclaimer before we get started. I'm not doing this for views or attention. I'm well aware that this probably won't get a lot of views, maybe none at all. I'm simply doing this to practice my public speaking and improve my chess, and occasionally I'll probably talk about some things that are on my mind while playing through chess games. If there happens to be anyone out there who wants to watch, then that's great, but I'm not doing this for views, just here to practice public speaking. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's get started our chess game here. I believe that 15 minutes, 10-second increment is the best time control if you want to improve your chess in live blitz. Okay, we got our opponent Guffy143 here. This is my first ever. Oh, it's my move. Yeah, you're actually supposed to make a move first as white. We'll play e4. I didn't think of an opening before starting this. Okay, so he has not moved yet. Okay, knight to c6. I do not see this move often. This is actually a very rare move on move 1 after e4. So in this time control, we have a lot of time, as you can see, as we have a lot of time to think here. So we can pretty much spend all the time we want almost, and to avoid making bad moves. But the purpose of this recording I'm doing here is to commentate and talk over my chess game, well, in this case, chess games, and improve my chess by talking through it in a way, because I actually have a theory that if I'm explaining my moves and stuff and talking through the game, it'll actually like make me play better. It's a little bit of a strange theory, but I think we're going to test that theory throughout these. I don't want to call it a show, but I'm going to call it something. I mean, we're going to test that theory though throughout these videos that I'm probably going to be making weekly. So let's make a move here. Let's just play. We'll play knight f3. Yeah, it took a long time to make that move, a minute and a half, spending so much time talking. He plays d6. We'll play this bishop b5. It looks good. Alright, let's try to avoid losing the first game of my commentary videos. Castles looks good. e5, alright. Let's try and open up the position with d4. If d4, then takes, and then takes, knight takes, bishop takes, check, queen takes, and then I'll recapture with the queen. Alright. Okay. I have not played 15-10 in a while, actually. I think here we can just take the bishop. Well, if we take with the knight, then bishop takes, bishop can be thrown in. We'll just take the bishop. I'd like to exchange the bishops off. Alright. We can pre-move that one. Actually, I have pre-moves on where I can make the move before he makes the move, like I just did there. So now this guy's restricted, has to defend this. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. Let's take some time to think about this next move. I guess develop. Some people move really fast on 15-10 when you don't really have to. You can take a lot of time, actually. This is a great time control if you want to improve your chess, I mean, by playing live games. This looks good. Knight c3 developing. Looking to play bishop f4 possibly and move my rooks to the center. Maybe bishop g5. I don't see any reason to play that. Well, I guess maybe I can take and double the pawns and then take the pawn. It is a threat. Maybe this can be played later. Alright, let's play bishop g5. He's moving awfully fast. It shows confidence, I guess. Now this would be a bad move. Knight d5. Because then he could take the knight with a discovered attack on the bishop. Well, I guess I could take with the queen. E5 is asking to be played, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. Okay. I'm thinking rook e1. I'm not sure if the pieces, let me go back. I'm not sure if the pieces sound effects of the little sound effect when a piece moves is able to be heard on the video. But I can definitely hear it. I don't think it can be heard on the video though. I guess it would be cool if it was heard on the video. Maybe I should try to find a way to make that happen. I'm not really sure how though. Alright. Just taking a drink of coffee there. I like e5 immediately, but if I play rook e1, he's going to castle. No doubt. So let's just play rook e1. He's probably going to castle here. Yeah. Just like I thought. Alright, how about rook from a to d1? Simply developing. If the knight ever moves and discovered attack on the bishop, then I can just, like if knight takes pawn, I can just retake with the knight and defend the bishop. So let's just move my rook to the center. Maybe a flight square h3 at some point. Queen g4. Okay. It's a little bit of a strange move. Maybe, okay, he's attacking the bishop. I'm okay with a bishop for knight exchange. Let's just go for it. Alright, so now he's attacking my queen. I can play h3 and attack his queen. He's actually got more time now than he had at the start, which means he's moving really fast, which is okay. I mean, some people like moving fast even in longer time controls. It's completely fine as long as you know what you're doing. I think I like h3. If he takes my queen, I take his queen. I don't know. If he takes my queen, I get my pawns doubled. And then he takes my knight and I double over here as well. I think maybe just queen b4. I like queen b4. It attacks a pawn. And I can potentially play knight d5 on the next move. If he takes my knight, I'll just recapture with the queen and preserve the pawn structure. That's a pre-move that I just did right there. If he takes my knight, I still have the pawn defended by the rook, so I don't have to worry about him taking on e4. Alright, so b6. So if I play knight d5, it attacks the bishop. He might be forced to play bishop d8 to defend a pawn. But then maybe I play h3. Let's play, hold on. If I play e5, my queen is hanging. But if my queen was defended, I could play e5 and attack his bishop and his queen at the same time. Let's play a3 and set a trap. If my queen is defended, then I can play e5. Okay, he doesn't play that though. But now I can attack that pawn. I think h3. Okay, well, a3 wasn't really a good move because if he had seen my threat of e5 winning a piece, well, it actually wasn't winning a piece. My bad. He can take my queen. I have to recapture. I'm not taking his bishop with check. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's play h3. That'd be pretty embarrassing to lose the first game of the or he's threatening a check. Should I be worried about that? I don't think so. Maybe just g3. Well, should I allow it? If queen h2 check, king f1, queen h1 check, king e2. I don't really like my position because he can take on g2. Let's just play g. Is there any other way to defend? I mean, g3 seems to be the best way to continue. Alright, let's just play that. He can attack. This pawn is weaker now. He doesn't have a light square bishop, so I don't have to worry too much about these light squares. So now he's attacking h3. I think simply h4. Well, I can play king g2. I like king g2 better than h4. I think h4 will be kind of a little bit more vulnerable, but if king g2, it's a nice little structure for the king. I still want to play knight d5. Alright, so he's played c5 attacking the queen. If I can play f4, attack the bishop, make the bishop move, I can take the pawn on d6. Well, actually it's defended by the queen, never mind. So where to move the queen? If queen c4, I don't think he can attack the queen again. I like queen c4, keeps the queen in the game more than if I played queen b3. Let's do that and pre-move this. He might actually capture on c3, because if I play knight d5, then my knight's going to be really, really strong on d5 on a light square. He doesn't play bishop takes knight. Well, alright, I think we should play knight d5. Well, actually, if I play knight d5, I'm dropping b2. I can sacrifice the exchange. By sacrificing the exchange, it means take the bishop with the rook. I can double his pawns, get a pawn for it. I don't really see anything good coming out of that, though. I'm getting a little bit low on time. If I play knight b5, I'm attacking this twice. Well, if the bishop moves, I'm attacking that twice. And if he takes on b2, I can go ahead and take with the rook. I actually like that a lot. knight b5. I hope I'm not missing anything. I'm gonna get, if he takes the pawn on b2, I'm gonna get really active with my rook. I actually really like my king position. I didn't like it before, but I like it now. So yeah, like I've been doing, if I'm like, okay, he just took on f2, it's a little strange. So what if I took on d6? Well, he can defend the bishop then. I think I should just... Oh, why did he take on f2? I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he's trying to take on h3, sacrificing a piece for 2 pawns. I mean, I guess. But like... Alright, so he's now attacking my knight. Okay, if I play rook takes d6, he's going to play queen takes h4, h3. So I should probably take this pawn with the knight. I don't really mind if he takes on h3. I think I can play rook h1. Okay, so now he's giving me another pawn. The one on c5. If I take on c5, he might play, well, actually no, I have that square covered. c8 square. He can't play rook c8. I feel like it's a trap or something. He's given me another pawn. I'm up a full piece. Let's just play it. Alright. Rook from a to d8. So now I can probably play king g2 and defend that pawn, because I don't really want to see his queen take on h3. But what I was trying to say before is, let's take a second. What I was trying to say before was, as I'm going through this and explaining my moves and explaining, the game basically, I have a theory that it'll make me play better and like it'll help me improve my chess, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this type of video. I'm actually recording this on a Sunday morning, and I actually think I'm going to be doing this weekly, like weekly chess videos like this, similar to this. But I'm pretty much planning on talking about whatever I feel like talking about. I guess whatever's on my mind, like anything, maybe anything I want to get off my chest. I'm thinking knight f5, but then he can just play queen takes on h3. I don't like that. I think I'd rather just... This is defended twice. I don't have to worry about that, so I can probably just play king g2. But yeah, we're going to test that theory about getting better by doing this throughout this. I guess we can call it a series. Let's just play king g2. I think I want to keep my rook on e1, so I'm not going to play rook h1. I don't think there's any checks. Four minutes, 23 seconds. He still has over 15 minutes left. It doesn't happen very often, but if he decides, like if I end up winning the game and then he decides to just run out of time instead of resigning or something like that, then I can just cut the video, I guess, because it's possible to happen. It could happen. Now here, he's threatening to take on b2, so I think I'm just going to... There's no checks, so I think e5 is good. I need to be playing a little bit faster, actually. This also helps defend the knight even more. Now here, I think, offer a queen exchange. think that's good. Queen d5 on board. I'll just pre-move, taking with the rook. I really like my position up a piece. I'm not sure why he sacrificed on f2 like that. I can go back later after the game's over and look at that one more time. I kind of want to. Alright. So now I can play... Well, actually I can't move the knight, because then queen takes on d5 and I'm losing a rook. But what about e6? What about e6? If e6, then pawn takes, queen takes check. I'm forcing a queen exchange at that point, and the knight's still defended. If e6, queen takes knight, queen takes queen, rook takes, I'm up a rook. e6 looks good. I don't have to worry about queen takes knight. Alright, so I'm just forcing a queen exchange here. So this should be winning, up a piece, and a pawn. Alright, let's... Okay, this is a pin. This right here is a pin, so I can't move the knight. What I definitely need to do is probably move my rook out of the pin. Let's offer a rook trade. Rook f1. And if he messes up and takes the knight, I can take the rook with checkmate. Yeah, I'm up a piece and a pawn. Right here it says +4. A knight and a bishop both worth 3 points, so I'm +4. Okay, so let's just exchange the rooks, simplify this endgame so I can win it easier. Alright, now I want to win this pawn, so let's move the knight out of the way. It's kind of keeping my king closed off, though. Let's move the knight to, how about e4? It's kind of important not to let the rook get this pawn. So now I'm attacking a6. a5. So if I play rook e5, he can just defend like this. So I guess rook b6. I can offer a rook exchange by playing rook f6, but he's not going to accept. He's not going to accept. Let's just play rook b5. If rook c8, then attacking this pawn, or he's attacking my knight. I can actually take the pawn, he can take the knight, and I take the other pawn, and I'm winning easily. I think I might as well just go ahead and do that. Why not? I'm sacrificing the knight, but I get both these pawns. Just like that. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm actually dropping c2, but that's okay. I got two passers, two pass pawns here. Alright. I don't think I have anything to worry about. I think I can just convert this. Just like this, b4. And b5. Rooks belong behind passed pawns. Let's play a4. So, slow and steady here. 3 minutes left. This shouldn't be too difficult. I guess rook a6 and then slowly crawl up the board like that. Rook a6, everything's defended. He can throw in some checks, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. h5. I wonder how long this video is actually going to be. Hopefully not too long. I mean, I guess it could have been longer because he didn't even use any time. You start with 15 minutes on 15:10 and he has over 16 minutes. So that's a interesting move. King f6 puts his king right in front of my rook. So I guess b7 check looks good. Alright, let's play rook a7, threatening to promote with check. And wow, that's a terrible move. I just promoted with check. And now I'm winning the rook. At this point, he should just resign. And he does resign. Right as I say he should resign, he resigns. That's great. Usually when I say they should resign, they usually wait a little bit longer before he resigns. Alright, good game. Guffey 1-4-3. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing, putting his king in front of my rook like that. I could move the pawn with discovered check twice, and promoting with discovered check here. Just winning the rook and easily the game on the next move. So one thing I wanted to look at, hey, at least we got the win on the first game of, doing this. Would have been not very fun if I had lost the first game, but I think we played it pretty well. I mean, it says I had 2 mistakes and 1 blunder, 0 missed wins. Yeah, I don't like bishop takes knight here. He just attacks my queen. Maybe better would have just been maybe just retreat the bishop, and he just got a free tempo against my queen here. And I don't like a3. I don't like a3 at all. I think definitely knight d5 was better, which would force bishop d8. Yeah, why did I play a3? I played a3 because I was thinking for some reason I was winning a piece if say he had played a move like rook e8 or rook d8, I could win a piece by playing e5, but then he could just take my queen. I have to recapture, and then he moves the bishop or takes the pawn. So I don't know what was going through my head there. So here he threatens some checks. I like king g2 much better than h4. And over here he took on f2. I was thinking that after king takes bishop on f2, he was going to play queen takes on h3. And then I would have to play rook h1. Instead, he plays a6 and gives up another pawn and gives up another pawn. I don't know what he was doing at this point, but I was up a piece and pretty much winning throughout the rest of the game. I didn't have much of an issue converting this. e6 is a great move here. Definitely did a good job simplifying the game. But let's go back here. Yeah, I thought after bishop takes, king takes, queen takes on h3, and now he's got some checks that he can threaten. So I would have to play rook h1, and then he could play something like queen g4, and his queen is kind of active, but then I can really just play rook takes on d6. This pawn is pinned as my queen is undefended. I'm not sure what the logic behind bishop takes on f2 was. Maybe it was a mouse slip. I don't know, But I guess that's going to be it for this first video here. Um, yeah, bishop takes on f2 was the blunder of the game, and ultimately led to winning because of being up a piece. Alright, that's going to do it. I will possibly do this every Friday. I'm thinking about doing this every Friday, but today's Sunday. But I think I'm aiming for Fridays, doing this on Fridays, you know. But alright, that's going to do it. If anyone happens to be watching, then hey, thanks for watching, I guess. Goodbye. I will probably do this on Friday. Alright, I'm rambling.